Hello, everyone. Welcome to one of the most important tournaments in my fantasy football series, and the second to last one for Europe. It is the Western European World Championship with all the best 16 best teams in Western Europe. I will be making one for Eastern Europe later today, and that will be the last of my European fantasy football tournaments. I will move on to a different confederation. Here is just a regular style tournament. There's no two-legged playoffs or whatever. It's just group stages, single round elimination, knockouts, all the way to the final. And I do it with in this scenario where the host nation is Switzerland. So this is the Western European World Cup, the Western European Cup, featuring the best teams in Europe. So how do I think it would go down? Here are the groups: Switzerland, Italy, Wales, Norway, Spain, Denmark, Portugal, Republic of Ireland, France, Northern Ireland, Sweden, Belgium, Germany, Iceland, Netherlands, England. These are the four groups, and I'm going to predict them right here. So in Group A, the opening match is Switzerland against Italy, and then we have Wales against Norway. So Switzerland against Italy. Switzerland, I think, are one of the more underrated sides in Western Europe. Although they are overrated by the FIFA rankings, I do think they are a lot better than people give them credit for. And since they are the host nation here, and since Italy tends to start off tournaments slowly, I'm going to give this a draw. I'm going to say 1-1. Wales versus Norway. I think Wales is just better. I think Gareth Bale scores, and Wales wins 1-0. So then we have Switzerland against Wales, and Norway against Italy. Switzerland versus Wales, tight one. I think it will be a 0-0. Norway against Italy, I think Italy will win 3-1. And then we have Italy against Wales, and Norway against Switzerland. I think Italy wins this. I think it'll be narrow, and I think that will be 1-0. Switzerland, the host nation, needing a victory here because they're on 2 points from 2 draws. I think they get a victory. I think they win 2-0. So, Italy wins the group with 7 points. Switzerland comes in second with 5 points. Wales comes in third with 4 points. Norway comes in last with 0 points. Wales and Norway eliminated. Italy and Switzerland to the quarterfinals. Group B, we have Spain, Denmark, Portugal, and the Republic of Ireland. I think Spain plays against Denmark. Portugal plays against the Republic of Ireland. Here, I think that Spain would beat Denmark 3-0. And I think Portugal, even though they tend to start tournaments off slowly as well as Italy does, and this would be a very long-winded, grinding affair against the Irish, I think Portugal would win this. I'm going to say 1-0. So the next match is then Spain versus Portugal, and the Republic of Ireland against Denmark. So here I think Spain, Portugal, I think this would be a draw. These are regional rivals and neighbors. I think this would be like a 1-1. Republic of Ireland versus Denmark. Denmark have been a Scandinavian team that's been on the decline lately. They did not qualify for the last 2 major tournaments. Ireland under Martin O'Neill has gotten a lot better. It's a golden generation. I think Ireland would win this 2-1. Then we have Denmark versus Portugal, and Ireland versus Spain. Denmark versus Portugal, these two teams are familiar with each other also because they played against each other in 3 qualifying cycles and in major tournaments: in Euro 2016 qualification, in World Cup 2010 qualification, in Euro 2012 group stages. Here, I think the familiarity would come into play. I think this would be a 2-2 draw. Republic of Ireland versus Spain. I think Spain would win 2-0. They're just too strong for the Irish. So, Spain wins the group with 7 points. Portugal comes in second with 5 points. Republic of Ireland comes in third with 3 points. And Denmark comes in fourth with 1 point. 7-5-3-1. Republic of Ireland and Denmark are eliminated. Group C, France, Northern Ireland, Sweden, and Belgium. This tournament is going to have a couple of upsets because it would just be boring if I didn't include them. So I'm going to have an upset here because I think Sweden are a vastly improved side under their new manager. They beat France in World Cup qualifying recently. They should have beaten Belgium at Euro 2016, but Ibrahimovic had a goal that was wrongfully called offside, and God knows what would have happened if that didn't occur. The opening match, France and Northern Ireland, then Sweden versus Belgium. I think France would win this match, but not convincingly, because Northern Ireland are a plucky side to play against. I'm going to go with a 2-0 for France. Sweden versus Belgium, I think they would get revenge from their Euro 2016 match that they should have won. I think they would win this match 1-0. France versus Sweden. And then we have Belgium versus Northern Ireland. I'm going with 2 upsets here. Sweden has had France's number in recent years. They beat them in Euro 2012. They beat them in World Cup qualifying. Every time they play each other in friendlies, it's always a very tight, close-knit affair. I do think Sweden is on the up. They're on top of their World Cup qualifying group at the moment. They could qualify directly, sending France to the playoffs. Losing Zlatan Ibrahimovic actually proved to be the best thing that could have happened to them. Because they're sort of rid of that over-reliance, that over-dependence on him. Here I'm going with an upset. I think Sweden would beat France. Yep, I think Sweden would beat France. And I'm going to go with a 1-0. When I said Sweden would beat Belgium 1-0, I'm actually going to go with a 2-1. So I think Sweden would beat Belgium 2-1, and then they would beat France here 1-0. You know what? I'll say a draw between Sweden and Belgium. Scratch that. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I think it'd be a draw. 1-1, but then Sweden beats France 1-0. And then Belgium versus Northern Ireland. I don't see Northern Ireland not getting any points from this group for some reason. I just think that Belgium, they are a little bit overrated. They're loaded with talent, but you look at the last 2 major tournaments, they have not played to their full potential. They were unconvincing throughout Euro 2016. They were unconvincing throughout the World Cup in 2014 in a group that they should have just blazed everyone in. They won by 1-goal margins. This is a team whose parts are better than its sum. Sort of the opposite expression of the sum is better than the parts. They're overloaded in individual young talent, but they haven't had a proper manager to help coalesce them. They haven't been that impressive in World Cup qualifying. They almost lost to Greece at home. I just think they're a little bit overrated, to be honest. I don't think they're a bad team. I think once they click, they can win the World Cup. But they haven't clicked. And they don't show any signs of it anytime soon. I'm actually going with a surprise here. I'm going with a draw. 0-0. And then in the final game, we have Belgium against France and Northern Ireland against Sweden. I'm going with a victory for Sweden. I'm going to go with a 2-1. And then for Belgium and France, I just don't see Belgium getting the necessary win here. France is just too strong, but I'll give Belgium the benefit of the doubt. I'll say this is another draw for them, and it's like a 2-2. So my surprise group winners here are Sweden with 7 points. France are in second with 4. Belgium with three draws from 3 games with 3 points. and Northern Ireland in last with 1 point. So Sweden are surprise group winners, France in second, Belgium and Northern Ireland eliminated. And finally, in Group D, Germany, Iceland, Netherlands, England. This is a tough group, and I have a couple of surprises here as well, because what's a tournament without some surprises, guys? Germany versus Iceland. I think Germany would win this. I think they would win it. I'm going to say 3-1. Netherlands versus England. I'm going to say this would be a draw. I think this would be a high-scoring draw, 2-2. So then we have Germany versus the Netherlands. And here I'm going a little draw. A surprise here as well. I think that Germany and Netherlands would tie each other. Yep, I'm going to go with the draw here. I'm going to say a 1-1. England versus Iceland. Will they get revenge on Iceland from the Euro 2016 elimination? No, I think this would be a 0-0. Iceland against the Netherlands. Netherlands are just not the same as they used to be. I do think Iceland would get a victory here. And I'm going to go with 2-1 for Iceland. And here's my big upset of the tournament. I think England beats Germany 1-0 in a surprise. So that means my surprise group winners are England with 5 points. I do think Germany would still advance with 4 points, but on goal difference. Iceland would come in third with 4 points. And the Netherlands would come in last with 2 points. So Germany would advance ahead of Iceland, but only on goal difference. That's my sort of my twist here. Iceland and Netherlands eliminated. So then where would that leave us for the quarterfinals? Well, in the quarterfinals, it would be, according to my results, Italy against Portugal. It would also be Sweden against Germany. Spain against Switzerland. And it would be England against France. Now, all the teams you see here on the left, they're group winners. And if you notice, only one of the seeded teams I have win their group, and that's Spain. I think Germany, Switzerland, and France, the other 3 seeded teams, they all come runners-up in their group. I told you, this is going to be a wacky kind of tournament. So, the first match, Group A winners, Italy against Group B runners-up, Portugal. I think Portugal would win in extra time, and I think they would win 1-0. So, Group B runners-up, Portugal go to the semifinals. Group C surprise winners, Sweden against Germany. Sweden's on a roll here. They have the momentum, but I think that Germany, after almost getting eliminated in their group, I think that they will use that to their advantage. They will regroup. They will get their act together. They would come through this, and they would beat Sweden. Spain versus Switzerland, the host nation here. I think it would be a hard-fought 1-0 victory for Spain. In the final match, Group D winners, England against Group C runners-up France. I think France would win. I think they would win 2-0. So what does this say? It means that 3 of my 4 semifinalists are group runners-up, not group winners. Only Spain is the only group winner that made it to the semifinals. This is my semifinals: Portugal, Germany, Spain, France. I mean, Portugal just doesn't seem to have any luck with Germany, do they? I thought this was going to be the final last year at Euro 2016, back before that tournament started. If they met here, I think this would be close, but I just think Germany is just... they got Portugal figured out. I mean, they just do. You just look at every major tournament they played each other in the last 10 years. Every time they've met up, Germany always wins. So I think Germany would win here, but I think it'd be like 2-1. So Portugal would score. I think 2-1. Germany would go to the final. Spain versus France. While I do think Spain is better than France, I just think that in a tournament style fashion like this, I think France would have the advantage here, and I think they would narrowly win. And I think they would win on penalties, actually. I think this would be 1-1. France wins on penalties. So then my third place match would be a re-meeting between Portugal and Spain, who are both in Group B, and these two just can't seem to avoid each other, can they? They met each other in the final of my Iberian Cup. Now they're meeting again here for the second time, well, third time actually, in my Western European Cup. This time I think Portugal gets some revenge. I think Portugal beats them 1-0, and Portugal will get the bronze in the Western European Cup. Spain will finish in fourth. And then my final between Germany and France. Final, a lot of us would have thought. Both of these teams have had the advantage of losing a group game in this tournament, coming in second in their groups to better prepare them for the knockout phases. I think Germany would win narrowly, and I'm gonna go with a 1-0. Yep, and then Germany are the champions, surprise, of the Western European Cup. So Germany, the winners, France in second, Portugal in third, Spain in fourth. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment below, like, subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, have a good night. Much love and peace out.